Hey guys, this is Pikmin Master and the hype is real. We got a week left before Sun and Moon shows up, and the entire Pokédex got leaked a few days ago, and holy crud, the Pokédex leak. Not just the Pokédex leak, but it shows like everything. I mean, with X and Y 3 years back, like I remember like seeing what the most leak I remember back for X and Y, that it's just what the new Pokemon look like. Here, it's what the new Pokemon look like, what are their names, including the Ultra Beast, the gender ratio, which only matters with one Pokemon I'm going to mention, the stats, and their moveset, and at what level they learn said moveset. Holy crud, that is literally Bulbapedia levels of leak. And by that I mean, it is literally a Bulbapedia page for every single Pokemon. That's how much of a leak that thing is. Holy crud. Okay, so for this video, I'm going to talk about a preliminary list of my favorite Pokemon out of the new ones. And I could include some Alolan Pokemon there too, because of course. So, this will not be a full-blown favorite Pokemon list of the new Pokemon, because I need to experience them in order to give an opinion, because, well, just because that there's a Pokemon on a list that I just like preliminary doesn't mean that I'm going to use that, or the vice versa. If a Pokemon don't particularly like, but I still use anyway. Like, for example, in Catching the World, I never really liked Darmanitan. However, when I caught a shiny Darumaka in Pokemon Y, I ended up using it for my team, and it ended up being good. So, I ended up liking Darmanitan because of it. So, for right now, let's go talk about the Pokemon that I like out of the new Alolan Pokemon. Let's start with Bria and Primarina. So, Brion's just adorbs. It like still very adorbs. And Primarina, again, it was a freaking siren. And as I mentioned before, even though I call Primarina a white mage, because, well, it kind of looks, the design of a siren kind of looks like a white mage, and end up having a signature move that basically says, yeah, I'm not only do I attack, but I'm also a healer, so I'm technically a white mage. So, there you go. But also, Primarina has 126 special attack. That is a lot of special attack for a starter. So, that is kind of amazing. Next we're going to talk about is Vikavolt. From the Shohei trailer number 3, I really believe that when trying to train as hard as he and his friends can to get back their little foresty base, it shows that Charge Bug evolves to Vikavolt at level 40. I thought you were the starting bug, not something that will evolve level 40. I thought you think that level 40 evolution will be like mid to end game, but no, this is for the starting bug. Makes me wonder like how long does it say a Charge Bug? Wow. I'd say that's kind of impressive. Also impressive is that you would think that Primarina would be kind of powerful for when you start out. Vikavolt has 145 special attack. Jeez. And, well, yes, 145 special attack. The catch is that it has a generic move pool. And by that I mean like it has what you would expect of a bug electric type. So, it's kind of alright, I guess, but yeah, nothing special. The next Pokemon I'll talk about, and maybe right around my third favorite, so to say, like third-ish favorite, Ribombee. Now, okay, first of all, it has Bug Fairy, which is the number 1 type I want in a Pokemon. And I thought that Kilifi would not evolve based on the trailers and stuff, but it ended up having an evolution. And said evolution is 124 speed, which is among the fastest Gen 7 Pokemon, considering that almost every single Gen 7 Pokemon has like less than 80 speed. Like some even have 40 speed, 50 speed, 60 speed, but no, this guy's 124 speed. This guy's gonna go first. So I do like Ribombee's design is cute. Its special attack is pretty decent, and there are 2 things in particular that I really like about Ribombee. Well, 3 is that 1 is signature move, which is called Pollen Puff, where it's a 90 base power bug special attack, which means that it has the same power as Bug Buzz, but instead of what things lower special defense, like if you use it on your ally, it would heal your ally. So it would not only is it a good attacking move for a bug type, but also it's good support. So it is a really good 2-in-1 move. I really like it. Second thing, As an egg move, it learns a move called Speed Swap, which I assume is going to be probably from Raichu, since it's the only Pokemon I've seen out of the league that also has it. And plus, they're both fairy type. No, since I know that it's a fairy type and Raichu is a fairy egg group, maybe it might work. What it does is, you know how the other swap moves like Heart Swap and Guard Swap and I forgot the attacking version of it? Well, it's like that. It's like exchange speed. Now imagine this. Ribombee with 124 speed is almost guaranteed to go first, passing off its speed to some like Incineroar, for example, who has like 40 speed, power has a buttload of attack. So naturally, this will mean that's going to be freaking sweet. And considering Ribombee's a bug type, gets hurt a lot by a lot of other types, like Rock, for example. They would definitely, hey, I'm going to die soon, so do you mind having my speed? Okay, thanks. And then Incineroar just like, thanks, dude. And then just completely destroys it with this awesome macho-ness. that is I like Ribombee. It's a really nice support Pokemon. Oh, and speaking of support stuff, it can learn Quiver Baton Pass. So Quiver Dance Baton Pass. Yeah, another good combo right there on Pokemon. So as a Quiver Dance and does the Pollen Puff, and then okay, I'm gonna exchange my speed with a super slow Pokemon if I'm gonna die soon, or just pass it off to someone else. Although Smug doesn't like these kind of things. Whatever. I'm just saying it's a thing they can do. So that's Ribombee. Next up is Rockruff. It's a Thorpes. Like, not only is it a Thorpes, it considers a rock type of all things, and it's cute, it's tough. Especially for probably to get in the beginning of the game, it's really tough. It's not like this game's Geodude, but Geodude's in this game, but yeah. Rockruff, Thorpes, like straight Thorpes. I'm gonna take a bit of special mention to its midday evolution, like Lycanroc midday, because according to stats, it's a really good glass cannon. It's not as fast as Ribombee. You would think that freaking Wolf would be faster than Bee, but then again, it has like a rock type ice shard and like, so 40 base power included. So Lycanroc midday, that's a really good poke. Midnight 4 not so much, because its best move is like most signature move is Counter, which is kind of lame considering its stats aren't meant for it. But that's Rockruff. Next up, hey, you know that little weird sea urchin thingy about Pokemon that the TCG kind of, or is it the LCG? Oh, yeah, TCG just kind of like accidentally revealed through like an image. Yeah, that it's evolution. Yeah, it gets an evolution. It's called Toxapex. Poison water type. Okay, so here, imagine this. Imagine Tentacruel if it tried to copy Ferrothorn. That's how cool this thing is. It's a super bulky Pokemon, and it has ways to be offensive while still being mini defensive. Here's what it does. It has, you know, Spiky Shield, right? Well, imagine that, but instead of getting hit, if you do direct contact damage, you poison the target. Okay, so it's like a guaranteed poison point, so to say. If you not really guaranteed poison point, it's more like if you let's say tackle or whatever content with a guaranteed poison point. Now imagine this. Okay, so your opponent's poison now, right? Right. Now it has this ability. I don't know if it's exclusive. I think maybe exclusive. That if your opponent's poisoned, you do 100% criticals. That's right. Like we're gonna screw focus energy, screw whatever, super luck. No, this is legit. It's like 100% criticals. Also screw Kingdra, who has like who has this main thing with focus energy, and let's say anything at this point, it will be 100% critical. So yeah, it's insane. So that's why I like a Toxapex. I think I would consider having it on my main team, even though, well, I'm not trying to get specific Pokemon, just trying to evolve whatever. Because, you know, I wanted to catch in the world on Pokemon Moon. Next Pokemon to talk about is Mudsdale. Because look at this dude. This dude looks tough, and it is tough. But the main thing I want to talk about is its moveset. Now, despite being a ground type, and you would think that we'll learn it's say EQ, and it does learn EQ, and it's a signature move. I think it's like, what is it, 85? I think base power. I don't know. I haven't checked. I think it's 85 base power. Or is it 95 base power? Or somewhere around that range. It's all right for level 20 something. For it to have. Also, as an egg move, it gets close combat, and has a pretty high attack stat. So high attack stat with CC, with EQ, with Mega Kick, which is not that very accurate, but is a powerful normal type move for if you're not trying, since you are hitting steel types, so it could be a good coverage move for, let's say, flying types. And also, considering it's super, super heavy, it gains Heavy Slam. So it almost guarantees the highest possible power Heavy Slam. Granted, if someone else is probably more heavier than that can work Heavy Slam much better, but Mudsdale, he has all the moves it needs. Sucks I can't really use much of it against Skarmory. Okay, next Pokemon is, for me I call it an instant beauty right here. Laurentiis. It is beautiful. I just love it. It's just like from the get-go, I love this Pokemon design. It's a plant based on a bug that pretends to be a plant. That's so meta. So, I've noticed, because it was a very specific move, and I wonder, okay, since I really like the concept of this particular move, so I wonder, why isn't this move used on a lot of other Pokemon? This move is called Petal Blizzard. It's a 90 base power, AoE grass type physical attack. So, I've noticed that not a lot of Pokemon can learn it, and the ones that do would rather run other things. And I think the strongest, up to this point, Petal Blizzard is, I think it's Maractus. So, and granted, I love Maractus. I mean, I don't love Maractus, I really do like using Maractus. I have it on my Omega Ruby team post-game, so, Petal Blizzard, it's kind of an interesting move to have. And Laurentiis has 105 attack, which means that it would be the strongest Petal Blizzard user in all of Pokemon. Here's the catch, though. It has Leaf Blade. Now, if you're wondering, okay, what about it? Leaf Blade has equal the amount of BP and can critical. And considering it's a single target, not AoE, which means that if your ally doesn't want to get hit by anything, then yeah, Petal Blizzard's not going to help, but Leaf Blade will help. So, it has the strongest Petal Blizzard, but it's not going to need it because it has Leaf Blade. Also, it has one of my favorite ideas of a Pokemon animation, Squall's Blasting Zone, which is throw a large amount of energy in the air and just straight down. Just a giant energy sword. Now, so here's what it is. Here's what Solar Blade, that's what the move's called. It's like Solar Beam. It's a 2-turn physical grass move. How much power, though? You would think that might be, let's say, 110 power, considering that I think Solar Beam is 110 or 120 power. This move is 125 base power. An 125 base power grass move. So imagine this thing with the Wide Herb. So, was it the Wide Herb? Was it Power Herb? Great, I forget the name of it. Sorry, people. That, the one thing that gets rid of a 2-turn, out of a 2-turn move, just Blasting Zone, bam. Okay, now something kind of stupid. It has Contrary's hidden ability. Now I'm probably wondering, okay. It's a grass type with the Contrary. Does it learn Leaf Storm? Yes, it does. How good is special attack? 50. No. So, yeah. I don't know why it has Contrary. It's just not worth it. Next Pokemon to talk about, it's Salandit and Evolution Sallisaw. Okay, so, you know what I said in the beginning of the video about gender ratios? Well, imagine this. Salandit is 85% male. Sallisaw is 100% female. Guess the evolution method. Yeah. So, the catch, though, is that unlike that, Salandit on its own is actually pretty good. It does not learn only sucky moves. Its stats are decent, and its type, it's worth it. Granted, it's with the ground like crazy, but it's very much worth it to have. So, sound on its own is pretty good. However, to this beauty, so to say, I don't know. I find it nice. I find it a very nice looking for a reptile. So I really do love the appearance of Sallisaw, and it has good special attack, good speed. I think it's 117 special attack, 111 special attack, and the other one is in speed. So and it's very good moveset for its type. Granted, it's like what you expect of Poison Fire, just learns Poison Fire moves and not much else. So there you go. Just Poison Fire and just moves what we expect of it. But at least Sallisaw keeps its ability of poisoning whoever the heck it wants. So I'll give it that. Next is Stuffle and Beware. I think if you look at Stuffle, it kind of explains itself, and Beware has a really strong moveset for normal fighting type. Its attack's pretty good, and has the ability of being more bulky, even though it's gonna be weak to fire, even though it's gonna be weak to psychic, even though it's gonna be weak to fighting again. It's gonna be weak to flying. Yeah. Alright, the next Pokemon, it's a whole 3-stage evolutionary line, which may actually be my favorite Pokemon. The Bounce Sweet line. So, here's what I say about the Bounce Sweet line. Bounce Sweet is straight adorbs, Steenie straight adorbs, Sarina's probably my favorite Pokemon this gen, if not Steenie. Yeah, I find that Sarina is freaking majestic. Granted, its part is a ability name, no less. So, I'll give it that. And if there's one thing I really love about a Pokemon I would choose to be a favorite Pokemon, if it has to look majestic as all heck. Articuno has it, Blaziken sort of has it, Gardevoir, of course it has it, Gallade has some majesty in it. Ivysaur, well, I was there for a specific reason, but I made her like my imaginary queen, so majesty. So, Sarina, majestic, love it. And the strange thing about Bounce Sweet line is that, imagine the Petal line, the Petal and Lilligant. Imagine if that was 3-stage. That's what I think of Sarina and its evolution line. I guess unlike Lilligant, or sort of like Lilligant, its move pool is kind of expected. I would find it kind of expected. Here's what I mean. As an egg move, it gets Play Rough, which is a really good move. And by good move, I mean this thing has 120 attack. That's a lot more than Laurentiis. Sarina has access to Rapid Spin, and it has somewhat of defense stats to make Rapid Spin decent. Granted, again, like most Pokemon 7th Gen, doesn't have good speed, but for Rapid Spin users, I think it'll be a really cool thing to have. It is immune to priority. It has like Queenly Majesty. It's basically immune to priority. So there goes Talonflame. And this is the cool part. It can learn High Jump Kick. That's right. This thing can learn HJK. And HJK, a fighting move on anything, is really amazing. Although fighting on a grass type is probably kind of strange, because unless you plan to use it on a steel type, then it's kind of not worth it. I mean, granted, it's 120 attack, but not a lot of steel types have good defense, so I don't know. And also for your flying, for athlete, you have acrobatics, so it has acrobatics, that's HJK, it has rapid spin, it has play rough. What about its stab? The thing about Sarina is that it's pure grass type, but after looking at his moveset, I don't think it deserved to be a grass type. I think it really would rather be like grass fighting or grass something else that is not pure. Here's the thing. You would think that with something as awesome as Sarina, you'd think it would learn Leaf Blade, considering how like this grass hair will probably be long enough to be used as a sword. You would think that it would. I think it would probably learn Leaf Blade, but it does not learn Leaf Blade. Okay, what about Petal Blizzard? You would think that it's about Pacinian, kind of like there's this little thing there, and maybe it doesn't have petals, but then again, Laurentiis doesn't have petals either. It can learn Petal Blizzard. You would think that it will learn Petal Blizzard, and it would be an actually useful Petal Blizzard if it learned Petal Blizzard, but it does not learn Petal Blizzard. What now? Does it learn? How good is special attack? Does it learn Energy Ball? It learns Energy Ball, but its special attack's 50. So, what next? Well, doesn't Trailer have, like, its signature move, Drop Kick? Well, yes. The catch is that Drop Kick, it's 70 base power. I am not kidding. Its stab move is lame. Its stab move is really only best as coverage. Because if you can learn HJ, I think if I'm right, HJK is actually stronger than that stab drop kick. I don't know how. I don't think it's stronger than Player Off, but I think HJK in normal situations is probably better than drop kick stab. So that's probably not a good thing if your main stab can be outclassed. So yeah. But again, I still love Sarina. It's like it's not just really majestic, and it's pre-evolutions. I love it. The Thorpes. Unlike freaking what's his name, where I just can't stand the sight of it. But Balance Suite is Adorbs, Lore is Adorbs, and Steenie Sarina. Just add to it. All right, enough talking about what's part of my favorite Pokemon this gen. Let's move on to Pacinian, where unlike Sarina, it actually has moves to make it work. Because, like, if it wasn't for the fact that it has, like, 80 speed, it's kind of lame for a fighting type, it would be the go-to fighting type. And I think at this point it will still be the go-to fighting type of this gen, considering how, I guess there aren't that many, like, good fighting types in out of the new Pokemon, so Pacinian's probably your go-to fighting type. Oh, of course, I'm talking about the other guy, but I'll get to that other guy later. Next up is like the little adorableness, like little ball of adorableness, the bundle of joy, Mimikyu. Number one, why is Mimikyu among my potential favorite Pokemon? Because it's Mimikyu. And if you don't know anything about Mimikyu, learn about Mimikyu and then love it. Also, strangely enough, you can learn Woodhammer. So yeah, Woodhammer of all things it can learn. That's kind of interesting. Okay, so look at learn Woodhammer. What's the attack stat? 90. It's strong in a special attack. Huh. Okay. So, do you think Mimikyu with Woodhammer would be good? I don't know. I have not played the game, so I wouldn't know. I don't normally use grass type moves on ghost type Pokemon, so no, I don't use ghost type with grass moves. Yeah. That and don't use Gourgeist or Trevenant that much, so I don't know. So, next up is, the Pokemon I just talked about earlier with the fighting type, Jangmo O. I say specifically Jangmo O and not its evolutions. I don't know, I think it's just like the design of Jangmo O. Just that, I just love the design of Jangmo O. The little cute heart scale on its head, it's just like quadruped, it just looks adorable. It looks adorable and cool at the same time. That's why I love Jangmo O. Como O is kind of, I don't know, because like the problem with Como O and a lot of the rather strong Pokemon of this gen, especially when it comes to legendaries, that was it legendaries? Yeah, I think it's just with the legendaries, that it's a mixed attacker. However, the problem is that its moveset would rather just lean towards physical. Aside from its signature move, which is 110 base power special dragon type move. Other than that, then it would rather just be physical. And I think another really big example of a mixed attacker, but leaning towards physical is Decidueye. Which is just kind of why I think Decidueye is going to be the worst starter of this gen. Because Decidueye is meant to be the special attacker, where, it's centered towards physical, permanent, and special. Decidueye is mixed. Problem is that a good chunk of Decidueye's moves are physical attacks, not a mix of the two. So, unlike, let's say, Samurott, which can learn a lot of good physical attacks and special attacks, or a really good example, a personal favorite of mine, a good example of this is Empoleon, who has, even though it is better with special attack, but it has enough of a good attack stat to make physical work. And heck, why not Charizard? Because look at Charizard, especially with Charizard X and Y. Yeah, both of them. Charizard X, like for example, is like mainly physical attack, but it's really good at both. So that's kind of a problem I have with Como and Decidueye, but more Decidueye than Como. Because Jangmo, I'm gonna tell you right now, the moment I get Jangmo in the game, I'm gonna call it Shoryuken. I'm calling it right now, because it's a dragon fighting type, Shoryuken, Rising Dragon Fist, and Jangmo's evolutions have a thing where in the trailer they're focused more on Sky Uppercut. I'm calling it right now. Alright, next up is, I was going to talk about Tapu Koko, but the thing with Tapu Koko is that, long story short, it should not have been Electric Fairy, it should have been Electric Flying, because it has good flying moves, but not good fairy moves. Then again, neither of the Tapus have significant fairy moves speak up to work with this type, but yeah. Next we're going to talk about the adorable bundle of joy known as Cosmog. Oh man, Cosmog is so cute, I want to take care of it, especially because it's literally the worst Pokemon ever, and worse than Magikarp, what? So yeah, Cosmog, so this little bundle of joy over there, worse than Magikarp, worse than Sunkern. It's like, take Magikarp, Sunkern, or whichever two you want, a rock, your face, and then Cosmog. So that's how useless Cosmog is. You wanna know why? It can only 2 moves in the entire game. Splash, teleport. That's it. It is literally worse than even Unknown. And you know how terrible Unknown is? Right? You know how terrible Unknown is? Where it's a super weak Pokemon, only it's 1 move, and that 1 move its own type has varying differences and reasons. However, Unknown cannot be of that type because Arceus wasn't invented yet to make Unknown a decent idea. So, worse than that, that's Cosmog. Oh, Cosmog can evolve too, and it's equally useless. His name is Cosmo, or somewhere around there. Only there's Cosmic Power and Teleport. That's it. That's stupid. I mean, like, you get a granted, an adorable bundle of joy. I would keep it on my arms like forever, but it's a super cute baby. Essentially, basically the equivalent of a baby. At least babies help you by crying and figure out what the heck's going on. But it's a baby, and it evolves into whatever this is. You're wondering, that's it? It's like, what's the point of this Pokemon in general? Like, and then you might be thinking on your mind, okay, if maybe it has a 3rd stage where it's like super, super good. Like, you would think that you have to take care of this little dude, and then evolve it into this thing, and then you think that its 3rd stage will probably be the most amazing thing. Hi, Lulala, what are you doing here? Yep. This little thing evolves into the game's legendary, so that is new. That's new. I mean, like, freaking the legendaries have pre-evolutions, and yeah. And I assume it's going to be version exclusive evolutions, because the TCG, once again, they did a leak. They did like an early reveal. And the trading cards of Solgaleo GX, Lulala GX. Well, apparently GX cards can be evolved, because I think I saw like a Incineroar GX or something that you can evolve it from Torracat. So, and it shows that those two have pre-evolutions, and they both share the same pre-evolution, and it's this thing. And according to the Pokédex leak, Cosmog evolves into that. So, I'll leave the rest to you. Now, before I go to Lulala, this guy scares me. Got a Cosmog. Not only is like a really adorable and joy, I want to keep it in my arms forever and ever, but Cosmog scares me because here's the thing: I intend to collect one, if not multiples, of every single Pokemon as I have did so far with 6th Gen. So right now, Pokebank has one of every single Pokemon. Bulbasaur to Volcanion. And I have multiples. And as you're saying with the 20th anniversary event, I got lots of legendaries. How the heck am I going to get multiples of Cosmo and Evolution, considering the Japanese trailer literally has you save Cosmo from a Spearow, which with Pokemon anime dictates that this is going to be the part where it's going to be important, where you shield Cosmo from a Spearow, and then you fall off the bridge, and then Tapu Koko saves you, and then that's how Hala notices that, Tapu is the one who got noticed by Tapu Koko in like, what, the first trailer or two? So yeah, this call is beginning of the game, and he is story relevant. So, if Cosmo is story relevant, does this mean that you have to keep in your party the entire time? And, well, not the entire time, does it mean you have to keep in your party for story reasons? And does it mean you cannot trade Cosmog? And if you cannot trade Cosmog, how the heck, and it is part of the Pokedex too, so there's our Pokedex number and everything. How the heck am I going to keep multiples of it and put it in Pokebank having one of every Pokemon? How the heck is that even possible? I mean, I'm pretty sure Game Freak can find a way. Maybe you don't have to have Cosmog in your party the entire time. Maybe for some weird reason you don't have to have Cosmog at all to have your legendary there. It's going to be weird. I'll tell you, it's going to be weird. Because if Cosmog evolves to your legendary, and your legendary has to appear in your game, then something's going to be up with Cosmog that you cannot trade it. That scares me. That's the part that scares me the most. Alright, I should probably get going because this is actually the second recording of this, and last time was 56 minutes. I'm already at the 30-minute mark. Okay. Lulala, it has Shadow Shield, which basically multi-scale, and is double the Ghost. Yeah, that's going to be helpful for Shadow Sneak, against Shadow Sneak users. It could run Night Days, of all things. I mean, fitting, but... Huh. And its move pool in general, I really do like. It learns Bolt Beam along a lot of other things. Now, I'm not talking about Soul Galeo because Moon's going to be my main game, even though I don't care about using Legendary, etc. But Cosmog, though, scares me. Okay, so I'm going to talk a bit about the Ultra Beasts. I'm going to talk a bit about them. So here we go. You know UB02 Beauty, right? Her name is Pheromosa. Her type is Bug Fighting, mentioned Heracross. Her stats, basically Deoxys A. That's saying a lot. So imagine Heracross acting like Deoxys. However, like I said before, it is mixed. However, it's prefer physical. Of course. I mean, granted, it has Quiver Dance, but doesn't have that many other moves to support it. And not like it has Quiver Dance doesn't mean, it will still get chopped in half by something. And, yeah. I'm gonna talk. It's not among my favorite Pokemon, but Xurkitree has 173 special attack and Tail Glow once. Dude. Then there's another one called Celesteela, which has been recently revealed. 30 foot 2 inches, 204.4 pounds, Steel type, learns Heavy Slam. Enough said. However, its stats are balanced, but it has not a lot of speed. And again, it's a good moveset for balance, so for balanced Pokemon, but again, if it was physical, because Heavy Slam. Now, my favorite Ultra Beast is another Pokemon that's been recently revealed, Kartana. That thing. Its name is Kartana, also known as Katana, like a sword. Sword name, whoo! And looks like origami, or looks like the Aurum from Kid Icarus Uprising. Awesome. And dude's stats are 181 attack. That thing has higher attack than Xurkitree's 173 special. Jeez. 109 speed. So you got 109 speed by an attack stat that defeats Mega Ray Quay. Jeez. And has decent defense to boot at 131. Yeah. The only thing that can destroy it is a special attack, because it's basically like Avalugg if Avalugg was super fast. It's Grass Steel type, but it has no reason to be Grass Steel type other than the fact that it's a sword, because guess what? It only learns one Steel move, and it's a TM. And that one Steel TM is a 70 base power Swift. You know Swift, right? The thing movement never misses? That, but Steel type with 70 base power, that's the only Steel move it can learn on a TM. What the heck, game? Give it a different type. Give it like a grass fighting or something. That'd be really good. And it'll probably make sense for it to be a sword. Okay, I was gonna talk about other Pokemon like Necrozma or Magearna or that thing, but the main Pokemon to talk about here is Marshadow. So this is what you mentioned Marshadow, right? You think that it might be the third legendary? It's probably not gonna be third legendary, but because I think Necrozma is gonna be that. But it's like imagine like a very powerful final Pokemon to be like this kind of amazing, because Arceus is kind of like this. Mew's cute, whatever. Celebi's kind of cute, or Deoxys, so it destroys gods if it wants to. Arceus, enough said. And then we got Gen 5's Genesect, and Genesect was pretty good for 5th gen standards. Gen 6 has Volcanion, and I really do like Volcanion's moves. This is Marshadow. This little blend of adorable is 90 HP, 125 attack, 80 defense, 90 special attack, 90 special defense, 125 speed. Nice spread, dude. Although again, it's a nice spread, but doesn't need special attack because of course physical moveset. Fighting Ghost type, that's new. Didn't expect that. I thought it'd be like Dark Fire, but then again we have like Incineroar's Dark Fire. And the cool thing about Marshadow's typing is that it has every move it'll need out of those types. It can learn CC, it can learn Shadow Sneak, it cannot learn HJK because stubby legs, but that's all it needs. It has a move called Laser Focus, which is next move it'll be a critical no matter what, which is good for against setup mons. Its only ability is Technician. Problem is doesn't really need it aside from Shadow Sneak. So, because a lot of his moves are so good, are like between 65 and 85 base power, if not higher. So, it's not worth it. Its signature move is called Spectral Thief, which, if your opponent sets up a lot, then you get to steal their stats and attack in one move. Awesome. So, that's Marshadow. This is like very, very cute, very adorable, very freaking cool. And, quick thing against the lone Pokemon. A little quick mention to Alolan Raichu, which cannot learn Surf. Missed opportunity, a really huge missed opportunity. It's a very good part of Tapu Koko, given its ability and given its moves. Definitely a good thing for Tapu Koko teams. Alolan Sandshrew Sandslash has a hidden ability which allows it to go fast in hail. So basically, it's Sand Rush but with hail. Finally. And it turns out that Beartic can also learn it, which finally, Beartic needs an ability like that. So, Beartic needs an ability like Slush Rush, which is what it's called. It needed it, and now it has it. Awesome. Also, quick thing to TM70, which you can learn, what's called Aurora Veil, which is light screen and reflect in one move. I wrote down protect in my notes. Light screen, reflect in one move, but only if it's hail. Which kind of good, kind of sucks. Depends on your point of view. Now, what to get my favorite Pokemon. That's not a new Pokemon, but a favorite Alolan Pokemon is Ninetales and Vulpix, because both put Ninetales together. Favorite design of all the new Pokemon, even Sarina. Its hidden ability Snow Warning, which makes sense given its previous hidden ability was Route. It can learn Moonblast by its Egg move, so be careful. If you want to raise a Alolan Vulpix, you gotta get that Moonblast Egg move, because the strongest move Fairy type is Dazzling Gleam. And of course, you can learn that TM70 I just told you. Okay, pretty much that's it. Oh, also weird thing that, Diglett, Diglett with hair, and Diglett with hair, Steel type, not Fire type. Missed opportunity here. And Alolan Geodude and Geodude line, Rock Electric type. This is the type I wanted, but I thought it'd be an electric guitar, but because electric rock. But hey, Alolan Geodude has Rock Electric, a type I wanted. And it has good moves for both of its types, so it works out. And also, its hidden ability has Pixelate, but if it's electric type, which is amazing, like has Stab, like an electric stab return, amazing. Electric Stab Explosion, why not? And it can learn Magnet Rise too, so, well, as an egg move, but if you not currently facing a ground type, you can probably just use Magnet Rise to help you out. So anyway, that is all for my favorite Pokemon preliminary of the 7th generation. So I guess see you guys later, hopefully, for my place I want is the Pokemon region tops and future tops, of course, involving my actual favorite Pokemon of the 7th generation. So that is all. See you guys later.